springs. It really depends on your client. If you have a very, very petite client, I would go 3 springs. If you have a plus side or a mid-sized client, I would go 4 springs. So you're gonna lie down. We're not gonna go through all 4 of them, but as you guys know with footwork, it is toes, arches, heels, and tendon stretch. So with toes, we start with our heels and lifted. This is really important because as people push the carriage out, they lower their heels. So when our heels are lifted, our toes are about 2 fingers distance apart, at most a fist. So you are pushing out to lengthen here. You're thinking of pulling the crown of your head towards the mirror. Your toes are pushing into the foot bar. And as you bend your knees, you're trying to keep that length and not decompress. So when you push out, think of making your spine a spring. The spring is opening. Now can you keep that open as you bend your knees to come in? We're trying to keep our tailbone heavy every time we're doing forward. So we're not lifting our butt at the end. We want to think of tailbone down and lengthen through your hips here. Keep this leg as you bend it. That is pretty much all of the ideas that you need to have with footwork, along with keeping your ribs in, so we're not here, we're not flaring. Your bra straps get connected to the mat, but sometimes your lower back can come separated. That's okay. If you have an arch in your back or butt, your back might not touch. Now, the difference between each is our toes are on the foot bar and our heels are lifted for toes. When we transition into arches, the arches of your feet are on the bar, your legs are together this time, and you're trying to curl your toes over while simultaneously lowering your heels. But the idea is the same. You're thinking of lengthening as you push out and coming back in. Now, I know that footwork is about your legs, but can you make it more about your core? Can you pull your belly button down towards the neck, but up towards your sternum as you're coming in and out? Then for heels, your heels are on, your toes are flexed towards your face, but they're reaching towards the ceiling. What I mean about this is we're not pushing out and letting your toes flop like this. This is not footwork. We want to keep our toes reaching towards the opposite side of the room and up towards the ceiling as we push out. If you do this, you're going to feel it more in your inner thighs and your core than if you're doing this and letting those toes flop out, okay? So really reach your arms towards the foot bar. Your toes are reaching away from you, but up towards the ceiling, and you're trying to spread all of your toes and come in. Tailbone is still heavy, finding length, keeping that length as you come in. Now for tendon stretch, you're gonna go onto your toes. You can have your feet parallel or a Pilates stance, doesn't really matter, whichever feels good to you. You're gonna keep your heels lifted, push out, and then you are keeping your inner thighs squeezing together. So juice and orange, lower your heels. Now as you lift your heels, lift your crown of your head towards the back mirror, so find length. Lower and lift, get even longer. Now keep that length as you lower your heels. And up, tailbone is heavy, ribs are in. And then you will do 8 to 10 of each of those 4 sets.